What's up, all you stars and studs? It's the 10th wonder of the world, Jake Smith.
Hey, Jake, does your shirt say vagina?
Sure does.
You know what mine's like? Spicy.
Well, speaking of spicy, we're not alone this week on the podcast. We have got one of our favorite wrestling journalists here in the house today, everyone. The one and only Ella J.
What is up? I don't know if I'm really spicy per se, but I take it as a compliment. So thank you for having me.
Oh my God, no, thank you for doing this. I'm so excited to have you here. We've wanted you on for a while, and I'm actually glad this worked out like this because this is a V special episode because it's our WrestleMania week episode, and those are always fun. So
yeah, there's a lot of exciting action and backstage stuff to cover from Raw and WrestleMania 20.
Which is funny.
Like the backstage stuff, like it's actually exciting. It's a little gross.
Yeah.
I like blocked it out of my memory, truthfully, and then I was like, "Oh, there's more stuff we have to talk about here." Okay, so but it's fine. We'll live. I mean, honestly, it's been better than like Joey and I trying to make an episode out of a 5-minute Raw segment, like we have had to do. So,
which we do. Like somehow it's like, oh, we had 4 minutes of TV this week. Let's talk about it for an hour. We're really good at it.
Yeah, I mean, there's always talking about like the storylines surrounding it, like the week before and kind of previewing the week after, I would have to assume, and probably assessing. I know you guys are kind of like fashion experts too. I was also looking at that while watching this stuff in anticipation. So I'm excited.
We will be talking about the looks that come up as well. Now, one thing we like to do as we like have guests on, what's something that got you into wrestling? Like, why are you here with us talking about this today?
So we'll start general and then women's side, of course. I mean, if you don't know, I don't know how you don't know. So I found wrestling by accident. I mean, I was just scrolling through channels as an awkward 11-year-old on a Friday night, had nothing to do, come across this guy with cool face paint. It's Jeff Hardy versus CM Punk in a loser leaves town match. Jeff ended up losing, left WWE, then he came back eventually. So that's how I got hooked. But I would say a big reason, you know, why I stuck around, it's kind of a bittersweet, was the whole Piggy James angle. Sure. You know, I was like 12 years old. I related to it so much as a preteen going through a lot of like body insecurities and stuff. And I related to Mickie James, you know, I was rooting for her. She won the title back at the Rumble. So I don't think that was a tasteful storyline, but I don't think I would be where I am without it right now. I don't think I would be as invested in professional wrestling without that storyline. So it's kind of sad.
That feud did give us the most iconic thing in the world, which was the most awkward way in the world that Michelle McCool could have said "Sue."
Yeah, that is
true. I remember that segment, and I was just like, I kept like going back. I was like, wait, what did she say? Like it took me forever to figure it out. I was like, sweeties, like Suki. Like, oh my God. Well, guys, thank you for sharing that, Ella. I just love giving like backstory to some of our people, and people who may have found wrestling in a more sane way than Joey and I. So,
way to find
how did you guys find it in a non-sane way?
Well, actually, I'm exaggerating. Like, so my brothers were really into it, and like I used to always be like, "This is dumb." Like, I remember them like watching segments with like something with like Kane going to the Undertaker's house, or maybe vice versa. I don't know. Like, but what got me hooked was smidge older, so like, but like was the Raw when Chyna won the corporate Rumble, and like earned her way into the Royal Rumble, was like when I got hooked and started watching every week, because like she came out, I was like, oh cool, like girls in it, and like that's when like I was just like obsessed and started watching religiously.
See, I wish I found it earlier than I did. You know, granted, I'm a little younger, whatever. Yeah, I was like, the stuff we're covering today, I was like 6.5 years old when it happened.
Stop! Oh my God.
So maybe I shouldn't have been like I
Oh my
I wanted to find it earlier, but
Yeah.
now looking back, I don't think I should have been. So
I don't think the
don't
parents
know.
would have approved of a 6-year-old one.
No, especially not the one segment that we're going to go to. Actually, 2 segments
I was
tonight.
gonna say there's only one.
A multitude this evening. Oh my gosh. Joey, do you want to give a refresher on how you found wrestling?
Oh, so close to you in the Jeff Hardy realm, but honestly, my dad was flipping through channels and we came across Lita versus Stephanie McMahon for the women's championship main event. Lita all the way, baby. She got me.
Yes, she's been rocking thongs ever since.
I'm a Lita girly too, so like.
Yes, love it.
Also, I know I'm not allowed to say where I'm at, but I'm traveling. But Jake, I'm doing my traveling for work, but I brought a very special companion with me.
Please share.
Pink shirt Stacy's here.
This is what you chose to pack with you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's on theme. Stacy's wearing a pink dress in the thing we're watching. So like,
Can we
turn
do it like an audio?
Can you show her from the back? Just see, is the back painted? No. So
his underwear line. It looks like an underwear line.
As I'm sitting here, like turning it like this, all I'm doing is that bad instrumental of legs that she comes out to in this video.
I was like, oh, what the budget is happening here? All right, well, let's get into it, guys. This is not the Pink Shirt Stacy podcast today. This is the
It's Dress Stacy podcast today.
Pink List. But this is the Golden Era podcast where Joey and I, and this week Ella J, talk about the WWE Women's Division from 2001 on. And guys, this week we're talking about the week of March 8th, 2004, also the week of WrestleMania 20, where coincidentally it will all begin again. So let's get into it. All right, so we're kicking the women's action on Raw this week is sparse. So it's a
actually
moment.
There's only one way and one word to describe it.
What?
Lita.
Yeah, so Lita is in action this week and in an outfit that I'm assuming she only had planned to wear at WrestleMania before finding out she was not included in any capacity. Because this outfit's so cute.
It's really cute.
Jerry Lawler didn't like it. I was distracted from the action by a comment that Jerry Lawler made. How he was like, "Don't you miss like the thongs, Lita? Remember when Lita used to wear those thongs?
Oh yeah,
she's changing her look tonight."
Peekaboo thong.
Okay, so like we can go through chronologically this week and just talk about all the times that Jerry Lawler's mentioning underwear because he's doing it consistently this week.
I know.
It's so frequent. It's Panty Mania this week
Panty
on the podcast.
It literally is.
Panty Mania. So uncomfortable. And Molly, I actually like Molly's little black and white corset too. I thought that was really cute.
I liked it better than her actual Mania outfit.
Agreed.
If I'm gonna be honest, I was
I
not too much of a fan of the Mania outfit. But yeah, I definitely would have switched it. But
for sure.
Again, this is before I started watching, so it's just like low key also sad seeing the matches like so short. I'm like, they could do so much,
So
this is kind of like
funny.
I mean, I know a lot of the storylines and stuff, but a lot of the stuff I haven't really gone back and watched,
Right.
I guess I'm spoiled of I started in the PG era. This was like Ruthless Aggression, but kind of before that curve, I was like, oh,
wait, were women getting longer matches in
sometimes, but
really?
Occasionally, yeah.
Occasionally it started getting better a little bit,
yeah.
But
my memory's different.
I feel like it's funny though too because I feel like this era is not necessarily known for like the shorter matches, but like I feel like we've been getting a like good, and what Joey and I have been talking about recently, it's been a lot of really quickums. Like
yeah,
I feel like we're honestly, and I feel like it comes and goes in wrestling in eras. This is one of those roll-up finish eras where it's like schoolboy this, schoolboy that, schoolboy this.
So weird too. So because Victoria's been winning pretty much like every one of her matches recently via schoolboy or roll up or something, which is so weird because they're trying to build her right now as like you're the new big face. Everyone loves you, but you're gonna win by roll up every time. Like when she has such a cool finisher that
And
she
a
could be
devastating
showcasing.
finisher at that. Like one of the most devastating finishers in the history of professional wrestling.
Yeah. But anyway, so Molly and Lita are going at it. This is Molly's really like amped up going into Mania. She is vicious in this match.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Honestly, can I make a hot take about this match
Sure.
real quick before we dive into it?
Sure.
I like this match more than the match at WrestleMania.
I did too.
I have to agree with that, even though this one was like a minute shorter, maybe like a
Yeah.
minute and a half shorter. I kind of have to agree. Besides, like, the ending was traditional kind of Molly WWE fashion, with the
Yeah.
arm on the rope and that stuff. But I have to say, I mean, they both got some actually like good spots in there.
It was great. And like Lita had a nice comeback. We had the head scissors. We had the
Monkey
flip. So we had, and then like it was actually like way better. I thought they had the twist of fate and like Molly kicking out of that. I feel like should have been a bigger deal personally. But yeah, no, but Molly comes back quick with the roll up, grabs the rope, counters the DDT to win the match, and then like goes right at Lita, starts ripping her hair out too.
And then luckily Victoria's not like Lita because she came to save her.
She ran out. She was ready to go. And I was pissed because this outfit was cute. And I was like, why are we getting this as a run-in?
I wonder if she's ever going to wear it again.
I think so. But I did like it. It had like little cutouts in the back. I'm a sucker for cutouts. But it was fun. It was cute. It was a new color for her. But yeah, no. So she chases Molly out of the ring, and then she's like motioning, like, yeah,
A little preview.
yeah, like. Molly's
okay,
like,
Jake, whenever you come up to Chicago, we're both getting drunk, we're going to Charlie's, and that's our dance move.
What do you call it? The Molly?
The Molly.
Actually, I have the perfect name for it.
What?
The brush.
The brush. I was gonna say we should call it that because if the security hears us being like, "Do the Molly," they're gonna be like, "You're out of here."
You're out of here.
Actually, it's a bar in Chicago. There's no worries. You're fine. You're good.
There was this. Did I ever tell you? So there was this one time we were at this bar in Wilkes-Barre, and it was like when I started dating Doug. And my friend Lisa, his friend also, but like she was so tired. And like we're walking in the bar and she's like, oh my God, like I'm on E, like I'm on empty. Like she's so tired. So like we're having a great time. Like I'm like literally like throwing myself on the floor, like because I think I'm funny. Like, and then like her and I are like going crazy. I was like, let's just like appall everyone here and just like be like raunchy. And they kicked us out of the bar. And the bartender goes to here, don't come in here on ecstasy again. Because he heard I'm on E and thought she was on ecstasy.
I have no response other than that. That's it. That's all I can give that. That's perfect.
It was my favorite. All right, guys. Well, there's literally nothing on SmackDown. Women were not allowed in the building. So we are moving
Which
right
is
ahead.
so dumb because you have an brand match at Mania, dude. Like,
where
right?
is Stacy and Jackie on Raw even? Like, where is anyone alive out there? Like a little video?
Not.
Like maybe just like Road to Bona doing like
little
another
eyes out
sit
there.
down. Like, so like it's just like anything.
Just
Like-
picturing like Miss Jackie floating on the door with the whistle, like come back.
Fresh. So all right. So the first women's moment of WrestleMania is we're backstage. Coach is like running around backstage and he hears like slamming and like cat sounds like
Heavy breathing.
yeah, like, and he's like, what's going on behind this trash chute? Like
Yeah, like why are you even down there? There's no one there.
yeah, like this is scary. Like, you don't have a locker room, you don't have a room. There's like it's an arena.
Apparently not.
So they're in this like sketchy room and he hears like the slamming and he opens the door and Mean Gene Okerlund comes out with like a large lip mark planted on his forehead. He's like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Oh my gosh. And then Bobby Heenan comes out and he's like, wait, you were in there together? Gay. And they were like, no, it's not what you think. We were playing poker.
What were you poking with?
Then Harrison Kane and Mark Jindrak come out of there. No. So then Moolah and May come out and they're reapplying their lipstick. Like,
what a gift for Bobby the Brain Heenan, because he was getting inducted later that night.
yeah.
He was getting inducted in the Hall of Fame that night.
What a gift. I just love that Mae Young walks out and immediately just goes, let me show you my puppies.
How do you like doing a nasty? Like it? And then they like drag them back into the closet. They're like, I don't want to go back there. And I'm like, and like the door shuts and you hear the strangest sound. I've like, I'm like,
yeah, they were literally like turning on a dial-up modem.
It was not needed.
Nope, it was just a gift to Bobby the Brain Heenan. That's what I'm going with.
A treat. Well, congratulations.
But
Bobby.
a punishment to us.
Yes. It was this WrestleMania it's not my favorite one.
Why? This is such good shit.
But yeah. But this segment's great coming up. So we have Christian and Chris Jericho going one-on-one. You know, they've had this feud. And Trish Stratus comes running down in what I would say is her best WrestleMania outfit.
I love this outfit.
So good. I have recreated this like a men's version so many times.
I just want like a photo shoot of her in this with like some sunglasses in front of like a jet.
Yes.
I could see that.
Did she even do a photo shoot in this outfit?
That's a question for the Google.
I've never seen this is like pre like there's not even a photo of Victoria from like WrestleMania. This is like pre like when they always had photographers on hand, which I wish they always did because there's so many outfits that we don't have a performers in like in a photo shoot, and it makes me so annoyed. So but if they're out there, please post them. So anyway, but she is looking great. She's got like her green little bomber jacket on and these like black cargo pants, and like they're tucked into these killer boots.
They made her feet look so tiny though.
Yeah,
they did. But it was a cute look. It was very cute. This is like her I feel like for a while in her heel era, she was like very into cargos. Like she's like you're not seeing these curves anymore. Like
what got me was I was literally like, we're talking about her heels, and you're like, this is her heel era.
Literally. So anyway, so she runs out, and she's like cheering on Chris Jericho. Like, come on.
Emphasis on the bounce.
Yeah, just emphasis on the bounce. Come on. And then like Christian hits a DDT, Chris Jericho kicks out, and then Trish Stratus just like climbs up on the apron. She's like, don't like this. Nope.
She doesn't like it. Also, I want to talk about that DDT though, because that looks scary to take. Like as a wrestler, like I'm sitting there going, how do I not die doing that?
Because they both like were like mid-air at one point too, right?
Yeah. It literally looked like he was like swan diving down on his forehead. I'm like, how do you not die? Like, I don't know if I would not die.
They were going on. Honestly, like rewatching this, it was so funny to me because like thinking back on it, I remember like Trish being out there for like half the match, but it was like, oh, she was only out there for like a minute. Like in my head,
that's the part of the match you cared about.
It is truthfully. Yeah. So like, I guess like, I just like, I like in my head, like she was out there the whole time. I don't know. So whatever. So she gets pulled into the ring by her hair by Christian.
That
And
was
he's
a scary bump to me. Like,
yeah. She gets like because she like climbed like thrown in.
yeah,
She gets like the thing I love about Trish is like she will throw herself
yeah.
all over the place. Like
Yeah.
she's like, don't care what heels I have on today. Don't care how good my hair looks. I will self-eliminate. So like so she was doing great. Loved this. And then she gets Jericho saves her. So she's like in the corner. And
Watching
Chris
yes,
so like she's in the corner, like, and she's like, oh my gosh. And like Chris Jericho comes over and he's like, are you okay? But she thinks it's Christian. And she's like, no!
Bam.
Bam!
Actually, I like it. You give that elbow one more time. That
Bam!
was like
Bam!
your like aggressive elbow face is like the most adorable thing in the entire world. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Bam!
I've had to do that to my brother several times.
So she gives that elbow, and then that causes Chris Jericho to get rolled up by Christian, and he loses the match.
Dun,
And
dun, dun.
Trish's shocked face, and like the camera's like zooming in at the same time, so it's like perfect. It's just like like, so good, so iconic. And Trish is shocked. She's like, fuck, I fucked up. I'm so sorry. Oopsies. And Christian is like leaving. And then Christian's been doing this a lot lately where he's leaving but decides to come back. So right? Like, did you
Can't make up his mind.
yeah, he's like, where do I
Make
go?
up your mind.
So he comes running back to the ring. And Chris Jericho's like, yeah, Sonny, I'm going to teach you a lesson. And Trish is like, not today. No. And she's like trying to pull him back and pulls him around. And then Trish gives him some hard slappies.
You know what just amazed me? And I rewind. Huh, that's showing my age. So went back and was watching that, just her body transition. Like once she smacked him, she like morphed into a heel. Like
Yeah.
her stance was different, her face was different. Even the way she was like flipping her hair for a second was different. It was a complete, like, that was true performing.
Body image, like Trish like just like nails it. I feel like she has always been on like that. And so I'm a little annoyed it didn't translate. So like the crowd at this show, like my section anyway, like they were chanting holy shit like after this, but it didn't translate to TV. So I'm a little upset about that. But she goes into full-blown heel, like the smirk on her face, like Christian's like, yeah, we did it. Like, oh, he gives an I'm prettier too after she slapped him.
Yes.
Can't forget about that. But yeah, no, like, and then they like walk up the ramp and like so iconic to me because she's like mouthing off at like Chris Jericho, like while they're leaving. She's like, yeah, well, fuck you. Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck you. Like, and they get to the top and Christian's like, what shampoo do you use? And like pulls her.
Two-tone tango.
You have no split ends. Like aggressively pulls that hair back.
Why am I now just picturing
Garnier.
I got
Cheese.
the urge to herbal.
I hope somebody clips that.
So there, and then they just start making out like aggressively, like while Chris Jericho's like,
The makeout's not the moment. It's that little side eye she gives him. That camera angle. Oh.
Yeah.
So iconic. So iconic. I loved it.
still doesn't make a lick of sense. I'm ready for the explanation, but like I need to know.
Yeah, I need the explanation because I actually can't remember all of it, so I'm excited to get to that.
Chris Jericho was like too much of like a baby, and Christian was a real man. That's why.
Oh.
That just okay. I could get it if he wasn't beating her up just like
Yeah. No, that's what I need. I need them to address that too. Like I was like, so why did he beat the shit out of you? like explain, please. Okay. So, but Trish Stratus is now a heel, one of the most iconic heel turns of all time. And I think Trish, I'm probably wrong, but Trish might be the only woman to turn both face and heel at WrestleMania because she turned on Vince McMahon in 2001 with another slap and became a face full-fledged. And now she just turned heel.
now you've got me going through like my entire
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just waiting for someone to come in my DM and be like, actually, Lita Vachon actually got this paper. So, but we'll see. I don't know. Someone will be angry we missed someone. So
yeah, they will.
people were very upset we forgot Michelle McCool had bangs. Sorry, listeners. We were a few weeks ago. We were talking about like people who had bangs haircuts, and like I was like, we were like naming a few, and we didn't mention Michelle McCool, and people were like, "How could you forget?" Like, sorry.
I'm trying to think right now. I can think of Eve Torres like turning heel. You know,
Yeah,
Zack Ryder.
yeah.
Like, did she turn babyface?
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
remember.
surprised they didn't make Trish get like bangs to be like, I am now a heel. So, here is your bangs clipping. So, thanks,
Your
Jan.
bump it will be sent next week.
Oh my god.
Here is your IGA Twista braid. All right. Okay. So Lillian Garcia is backstage. Wow, Mick Foley. Let's get real raw and inspiring. You are wrestling tonight for the first time in 4 years. How do you feel? And then The Rock comes and then
The person, and we're back in New York. And
New York. Yeah.
And Mick Foley is home.
Oh my god. So and
He's
actually he's not
from New York, is he?
He is. He's from Long Island.
Oh,
Yeah, but Long Island is not that close to the city. So let's not.
all I think of now whenever I hear that is the Iconics, just Long Island.
So Lillian, yeah, I actually like forget like they didn't have Lillian do like the pay-per-views at this time. Like it was still Fink for all the pay-per-views, and she just did Raw. So it was nice that they let her do something on the show, though.
I
Wasn't a
appreciate
big.
it, but
Go
like,
ahead.
oh, just get her from backstage interviewing. Lillian as an interviewer.
Yeah.
Where was Terry? Was Terry not available?
Where is Terry?
I think she might be gone at this point, to be honest, which makes me
Oh.
sad because I know it was around this time she got released. But it might have been after Mania, but I don't know. But it made me sad. I would have loved to see Terry and be like, "Well, I'm wearing my pasties in the back. Here, I'm here with Mick Foley." So, Mick Foley, want to get hardcore? Okay. So,
Oh my God.
okay. So, all right, guys. Well, speaking of hardcore, it is now time for the first ever Playboy Evening Gown Match. So Sable is out first. I will say I do like this dress better than the one she had on SmackDown a few weeks ago. It's a little basic, but it's fine. You don't like it?
Okay, full disclosure, the only dress I liked in this entire match was Jackie's.
I was going to say the same. I liked Tori's too, but I
did
loved Jackie's the
too.
most. I freaking loved Jackie's.
Jackie's was so her
She
personality.
struggled though with the sleeves and getting those off when the actual match
Yeah.
started, but I loved Jackie's dress a lot.
Yeah, Jackie looked great. Jackie, I think, kept the most in character too, to
Yeah.
like her personality. Like it was elegant but still fun. You know,
Mhm.
like,
Well, it also just seemed a little bit like, so wrestling's larger than life. It has to be
Yeah.
something a little bit more extravagant, and it was the only one that really was like something you want to watch.
but here's the thing: like all the other girls are not like Sable should have worn something like leathery or sexy or something like that. I think.
Yeah.
I liked Tori's dress a lot, actually. I thought it was so pretty.
Yeah.
I loved the champagne color. I thought she looked great. Is it larger than life? No. Stacy, I like Stacy in a pale pink, not a hot pink. So I don't know.
Would you say that Torrie Wilson looked really hot?
No, I wouldn't say any of them looked
Because
hot.
if she was, you could call her a champagne supernova. Thank
Oh my god. Also, just saying, this was also my WrestleMania debut tonight. So just shout out to me holding the Stacy and Jackie sign during Stacy's entrance. My
That's a little baby
proud,
Jake.
baby me, my proudest moment. And I always love when people are
I'm
like,
not gay.
not gay. No, I do always pop a little bit when people are like, that was you, that sign was iconic, and I was like, and I am iconic, thank you. So so anyway, no, just kidding. All right, but Stacy, what the fuck is this budget legs music they gave us on this replay? I think this is what that was in the video games too.
It was.
Yeah, I hate it. But Jackie looks awesome.
Agreed.
White, love it. The fluffy sleeves, perfect. It's perfect for her. It's great.
It was, honestly, I was really confused why she had her own theme music. I know that she should, but I was like, why?
I would have preferred her come out to Rico's music.
Yeah.
Like, I just because also for me, this theme is doing nothing for me. I'm like it's like a theme song. It feels like a theme song that could be a theme of today, where you have no idea who's coming out.
Yeah.
Like that. There was just like generic music. That's why all the generic songs now have like an intro thing, like impressive, like or something so you know who it is. Like
that's why so many people have their names now. Have you noticed that? Like everyone's just like
Zelina Vega. Like, just like random like select screen name calling.
So this just jogged my memory, and I think you're gonna love this. So Marcos was rewatching an episode because it was playing on my YouTube, and we were talking about Shaniqua and like the make him pay. And he was like, you know, it sounds like that new thing in Charlotte Flair's music where it just goes bow down.
I love that though.
All hail the queen.
I love the all hail the queen.
So I love like some of the stupid things like that they put in the beginning of the songs though. They're so dumb that it's funny. Like, oh, I can't wait to see like when they have to redo like Becky's music and inevitably like the man.
She's never getting a redo.
No,
there have to.
Dude, everybody's been getting it.
Yeah.
Everybody's been doing it.
I legally think they can like keep using the CFO themes forever. Like I think legally they have to change everyone's at some point.
If they
like,
had to change Sasha's, they're gonna have to change Becky's.
Yeah.
Also, she had Snoop Dogg come in. Like you're gonna.
That's true, but
Yeah.
like the OG. The OG was the best.
Everyone's is gonna have to change. Hopefully, I feel like Becky's though. They'll like. I would like. They should loosen up the purse strings and like buy a real song for Becky. So like and like not like something dumb. Like like one thing I will give AEW is they ain't cheap when it comes to theme songs. They will pay those rights. They will get us songs we know. Like, and I think that goes a long way. So
yeah.
All right. So anyway. We're in the ring, and Sable grabs the microphone. Now, I know this is supposed to be an evening gown match, but quite frankly, I'm feeling a bit uncomfortable and a little restricted. So Tori and I have decided that we would like to start this match with our gowns off. That is, of course, if it's okay with all of you.
Jake was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, boobs!
You know what? I was kind of curious because, like, via all the crowd reactions, I feel like they forgot to mic the crowd or something for this WrestleMania. Yeah, like you just couldn't hear pops at all.
It was like actually. I felt like this match, the reactions I felt like were louder than I expected them to be. To be honest, I mean the other match we have to talk about not so much, but anyway. So well, props to Sable though. I think Sable's lingerie set looked better than her
I
actual
thought
outfit.
Sable's lingerie was the best.
I
out of
agree.
all four of
You
them.
know why? She had on a belly chain. So
We love
but
belly chains.
she looked
here,
she looked
you
great.
can't tell.
Like Sable, honestly, if I was like a diva, like I would be like, well, black is my color, so I'm only going to wear black. So like make it easy. Like so and Tori has on like a white lingerie set. Stacy's got on Stacy's was weird.
I hated Stacy's.
So did I.
Sorry, I love you, Stacy.
So do I. She's one of my all-time favorites, but I was like, what the
The
fuck?
frills were
Yeah.
like not in
Like
for me.
they were frilling. Like,
I think Stacy had the worst dress and the worst
I
lingerie,
agree.
which is so disappointing.
It really is because for me, honestly, Stacy is a fashion icon. I
Yeah.
love so many of her looks, but this was such a dud.
I need to know who, like, did she dress herself or who dressed her that night? That is a
The
question.
dark.
The dark. I think she should have worn honestly, like I don't know what they're called. Like, is it called a teddy? No, it's not a teddy. Remember like when Tori was in the lingerie contest, like, and it was like a one piece.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think she should have worn something like that. Well, then Jackie's was like, no. So like, because Jackie is the designated heel for the match.
Mhm.
Which
so
it should have been Sable.
It
She's the
should have
best
been
heel.
Sable, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but like, Jackie's like, I am not taking my gown off. So, and like, they're all like, what? And Stacey's like, take your clothes off.
She literally take yours off.
Take your clothes off. Like, so then like Tori and Sable are like, we've had enough. And they like whip her into the ring and they rip off her gown, but then
The sleeves are so intact.
but, like she's still trying to get the sleeves off this, so like her hands are just,
Her
like,
when she tried to
swallowed.
tag in
Yeah.
Stacy in the corner.
She just like morphs into a bird, like like I was like she didn't think that one through. So, like, she's got like the frillies going crazy. And then but yeah, to be honest though, probably will be contested. I didn't think this was a terrible match.
I didn't either. Honestly, like I loved the spot where they kept reversing each other's like pinfalls. I think it
Yeah.
was Stacy and Tori.
Mhm.
I believe it was. I loved that spot. This felt longer than what it actually was. And maybe that's because they started the segment started way before the bell and that.
Yeah.
This match felt longer than I think it was like 2 minutes and like 55 seconds or something.
Yeah.
It felt longer than that. I actually I don't know. Do I say I like this more than the women's championship?
No, because I was
match?
about
I
to say it
did
too. I did too. I enjoyed it.
Like the match itself, like I thought it was really good, except for kind of like the ending was a little
yeah,
bit.
the ending was a little
But
wonky.
besides that,
Yeah.
there was a bunch of great spots in here.
It was great. You know, for me, it was fun to see Sable like do her signature kicks again. Because we really haven't seen her wrestle much since she's come back.
She
Or
didn't wrestle much in this match either. That's all.
Yeah,
she did.
No, it was mainly Tori.
yeah, it's mainly Tori. I love the iconic Tori throwing Stacy and Stacy turning it into a cartwheel spot.
Mhm.
I loved
That
it.
showed some great athleticism. Yeah.
And also, and the crowd kind of popped for it too, when Tori threw Stacy in the corner and Stacy like got her legs up, and I guess like because my brain is programmed like this, like she gets up and like wraps her legs around her, and I was expecting her to do like the Mickey James spot, like in my head, like, and it was just like, oh, that's so cool, like, but the crowd kind of popped for that too, like it was just for what it was, and like Tori does the crossbody off the top, like.
But there were two moves in this match that literally I was like, oh, and it was that windmill kick from Stacy.
Yes.
Nailed Tori. And then
So
Tori spearing Jackie was pretty
Yeah.
Yes. That was good. To be honest, like for what they were given and what they wanted this match to be, we get it. Like it was like supposed to be like to sell the Playboy,
Yeah.
like to whatever, like gratuitous, like nudity or whatever, like, but I thought they like tried to make the best of it and make it a match, and it actually kind of sucks to hear people like when I've watched documentaries about this WrestleMania and stuff, and people are like, and people don't really remember the Playboy match because it was just like a match for Playboy and this. I was like, but like I feel like the women in this match were trying to make it something more than just the Playboy match. And for me, it was actually great to rewatch this and be like, wow, they tried to make like an actual match out of this, and it was fun. Like I enjoyed it.
So did I.
Like, also, I hate that people are now diminishing sex appeal as something that's not empowering in a way. Like, the way that people present it, like how Jerry the King Lawler is on commentary or Michael Cole, that's going to bring it down. But just someone being in their underwear is not, like, a diss.
How did you two feel about the ref spot where they were rolling over the ref?
Like
if it was like Austin Theory and Grayson Waller in this type of match, I would love to be the referee and do that.
To be honest, I expected the spot. I feel like that's like a staple in a lot of these kinds of matches, and it was fine. I always think that spot's a little dumb, but like it is what it is. It was expected. I
did like standing up and be like, pervert!
Gross.
And he's just like
so I was just like waiting like for the next match, and like Randy Orton being like, I've decided to start this match with my clothes off. Like
you're gonna get me in trouble, Jake.
Randy Orton right now.
Whoa.
Did y'all see the promo with him and Rhea?
Yes.
Okay.
Where Randy Orton's in the promo with Rhea and he's just like, Daddy's back. And I'm just like, floodgates.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Well, let's stop talking about this before LJ gets fired. Anyway, moving on. So
you're gonna get fired? Why?
No. Don't get me started. I gotta keep it tame.
Yeah, we gotta keep it low key.
Did you know what podcast you signed up for?
That's true.
Joey, just keep your.
I'm not. Whatever. I'm not normally like into like the whole daddy thing, but his voice seems raspier, and maybe it's because he's gotten older. But the way he said it, I'll leave it at that.
Let's just, Joey, listen, while you're in that hotel room later, you just have yourself a handy Orton and.
If that is not in the preview video.
All right. Okay. All right, guys. So up next, we have the women's championship match. Now, famously, there was not going to be a women's title match on the card. And Molly went to the higher ups and she's like, I'll get my head shaved if you give the women a spot on the show. Love Molly for this. Love getting her and Victoria on the card. But I would have loved to see the Fatal 4-Way a few weeks ago on the show instead. Because it is mind-boggling that they left Lita off the show. I know we've bitched about it already, people, but like, how are you leaving Lita, one of your biggest stars, male or female, off the show?
Exactly. Like, I mean, we keep asking the question, and there's never going to be an answer.
It does not make sense. Like, I don't get it. All right. So, I don't even think she was on the pre-show.
Wow.
Like, talking. Like, they probably didn't even fly her to New York. So. Like, all right. Okay. So Molly is out for this women's championship match. And I agree with what we were saying earlier. I liked her outfit on Raw better. This isn't my favorite look.
Also, was it
from Molly?
From Molly. Where Jerry the King Lawler? No, was this on Raw or was it on? They were like talking about Molly Holly's hair being nasty.
On Raw. That was on Raw. Yeah. When they were like, yeah, that gross hair. I'm like, her hair looks great, actually, but okay. Like, go. So she comes out. I mean, like, it's just, I don't know. I think maybe she just likes turquoise. I don't know, but it was like a lot of zigzags.
I loved Victoria's look, though. I love
one of Victoria's
one of her
best looks.
Yeah.
Love it. Love an all white look, and it had like some beautiful little rhinestones on it. I would love to see where this is, if it's like would ever be on display at like an Access or something. I'd love to see it. Actually, they never really have any of her gear on display.
I could text her and ask her, do you have this? Or maybe she sold it because she's clearing out her storage and has been selling some stuff. I could find out.
I know she said, and I've actually tried to wonder this too, because I know she said there's a few pieces she wouldn't sell ever. I know she sold some. My guesses are that she wouldn't sell her Survivor Series outfit. Probably keeps that one. And that one I would expect to be on display when she's inducted to the Hall of Fame. I think she probably kept this outfit just because it's WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It's like her only WrestleMania singles match. Like,
yeah, like this is probably her, like this is her WrestleMania moment. So like I would think she kept that. I think she kept that. I think she probably kept her WrestleMania outfit from the year before. Because I've never seen those come up anywhere. And then maybe like a TNA outfit and like the steel cage outfit or something. Or the red outfit I think she kept with the spider cut out too. But yeah. So I'd love to know what I actually like. If I ever like talk to her about it, that's what I'm gonna ask. What have you not sold? What are you keeping for yourself? And I hope she
what can I buy?
What can I buy?
Oh, she'll give you a whole list of stuff. I promise you that.
I wanted to buy like one of her like last match from WWE outfit, but like someone bought it. But I want like one of her WWE looks if I get one. So anyway, but Victoria looks beautiful.
Wall of framed panties.
Framed panties. I love, like, this is like also where I work from. So like when I'm in meetings, they're like, "What are those? The basketball stuff?" I'm like. It's like, what are you watching? Like, so anyway,
imagine if they wore those playing basketball.
Lola Bunny.
Okay, so Victoria looks awesome. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was a victim of placement on the card. This more or less got like at this time the death slot because the match after this
9th.
Yeah. So then I think after this was like Undertaker and Kane, and then the main event.
Also, this match was altogether probably like an 8-minute match.
Yeah.
Maybe
4:55 was the official time.
Oh, was well, at least a minute or 2 minutes of that was just that reverse cravat lock. Like this
like
is
that's rough. Like, to be honest, like for Mania, like you got to keep it like exciting and stuff like that. And like it wasn't a bad match.
No,
it just wasn't very exciting.
I mean, I liked that Molly attempted the widow's peak.
That was cool.
And we saw the backslide.
Yes,
but
I did like that little, and that was a nice little nod too because Molly invented the widow's peak. So like, I was like, that's kind of cool that like they're working that spot in. Yeah, I mean, and like honestly, there were some like other things in here like that could have been very cool spots. Like I thought that when Molly like was on the top rope gonna go for the Molly go round, and then like Victoria came, but then it turned into a sunset powerbomb. It like I feel like maybe a superplex would have woken people up.
Yeah,
for this time period for women. Yeah, you know.
I mean, there wasn't a lot of like flashy moves in this match, and there wasn't really a lot to really call back to. Like it was a technically sound match. Yeah, but we didn't really need a technically sound match for this.
No, it's WrestleMania. Honestly, at this point, we're probably like 3 hours and some change into the show. People were tired. I remember like being there and like actually it was a dick to the guy behind me. You can see him when they show me. He had a beard. He sucked. And he was like, "Oh, Molly and Victoria, those are the one everyone's waiting for." I was like, "I am." So but anyway, but it was fine for what it was. It just, I think, you know, like I don't know in my head, like if it should have been like just knowing especially the backstory behind it, like I would have put it all out there if like I was getting my head shaved for this, you know, like
really go for it. Also, like I loved Molly losing and then trying to run away, but honestly, this match should have ended with a widow's peak.
It really, can you believe Victoria hasn't like done a widow's peak at Mania?
Yeah, right. Like What?
It's wild to me. Yes, Molly wins with a backslide. And I think that's another thing that kind of like
Victoria wins.
yeah, but I'm sorry. Yeah, Victoria wins with a backslide. I think I guess for like WrestleMania too, it's just kind of like I don't know, but the way she got out of the widow's peak was cool. To do that, and then like Molly, the aftermath of this match is really the story though.
Yeah.
And the iconic segment, like because Molly's like, and like she starts running like the camera, and, move, like
That was funny.
but I did think it was funny, like, and like Molly tries to shave Victoria's head first,
But
and like
turn it on.
yeah, she's like, oh, it don't work. So, and then Victoria grabs like a can of hairspray and like Maurice's her in the face.
Pourquoi?
Pourquoi?
or Victoria walked so Maurice could run. With hairspray.
I will say Mickey's style of the hairspray though definitely was much better. So. Sorry, I just noticed something fell over. Okay.
Also, since she won with another roll up, I've decided to name Victoria's roll up as a finisher.
What is it?
I'm Victoria Malcolm.
Yes, I love it. So Victoria slams Molly's head against the table and she's out and she puts her in the chair, and then we learn the barber chair has restraints on. What? Where the fuck?
You didn't even finish locking in the one on the left wrist.
It's like,
Molly's just like.
I was like, wait, first of all, where the fuck did they find this chair?
I just hope that like the barber, whenever you go there, just like starts strapping in your wrist. He's like, "Don't worry, I may be bad, but I'm perfectly good at it."
It's like a 50 Shades of Grey like themed barber salon. Ooh,
It might be a thing.
a
It
concept.
probably is somewhere.
A concept. Just shave your balls. So anyway,
Joey wasn't ready for that one.
Lucrative.
so anyway, so Molly grabs the razor and starts shaving, and like chunks of hair, like drops them. She's like, "Hey, am I?"
At first, Molly's just like selling, but then she's like has this awakening, and it's like,
oh, got me! Like, yeah, and like,
Ella, let Lisa know that if she could release a shirt that says "You like that," we would buy it.
Yeah. So, Molly's screaming. So, like during this, fun fact from the audience, they rolled the video package for Kurt Angle versus Eddie Guerrero, and Victoria gave the razor to the professional barber, and he like quickly like shaved her head. And then when they came back from like the video package, they had like Molly completely bald with like Victoria just like still shaving.
We missed something that I needed to talk about in that match.
Was the little kid in the front row that kept yelling, "You're gonna be bald! You're gonna get your head shaved!"
She bald. Why is she bald? Again, Molly walks so Ricochet could run.
That's amazing. I wonder if it was Donald Trump was in the front row. I wonder if it was him. Bald. So okay,
You're gonna be bald.
So yeah, iconic segment. I did, this is dumb, but I did laugh a little bit at like Molly jumping when Kurt Angle's music hit. Like
Yeah.
So dumb. But yeah, like iconic WrestleMania moment. And you know what? Kudos to Molly and kudos to Victoria for like even doing this. Like
Kudos to Taz for saying, "How much hair this chick have?"
Yeah.
She just must have thick hair, honestly.
Yeah, probably. She did. Oh man. I kind of love that she adopted from this too. Like always just having short hair moving forward in life.
Mhm.
Like, because I think she like kept it short like since then.
I think so.
She had like I think like I can't remember her like having like she had like I think she had a blonde wig on at WrestleMania 25 or whatever when she came back for the Battle Royal because like it looked cheap. So
How did you tell? I didn't even know there were many other women in that match. It was just chaos.
Of like who is in it like on WWE online. So because like you wouldn't even be able to know who was in it because people were getting eliminated before it. Like and you had to pay very close attention to like the Kid Rock things like when they were coming out like
Yeah, you remember everyone freaking out was in the match for the match.
You're just like all coming. So I do love one thing I always did love about though that entrance though is like Maurice trying to get like her extra few minutes. It's just like I was like, good for you. You get that camera time, honey. So anyway, yeah, but that was WrestleMania 20 and the women involved in the show. Yeah, like honestly, great to see so many women involved in so many things and not just like a one-off match.
It was a very interesting cluster of segments.
Yeah,
right.
The opening, Mae Young and Moolah.
This WrestleMania in general just like kind of felt like
it was very weird.
Cluster is a good way to describe the entire show to be because there was like two fatal 4-way tag matches and stuff like that, like and just like the triple threat for whatever reason, and then like it was just a lot of randomness. I feel like so. Yeah. So WrestleMania, amazing. WrestleMania. So okay. So no, it's time for Figure This.
Figure this.
So normally, Ella, Joey and I like talk about like a figure related segment and like it's hard sometimes. So this week I thought we'd do something different and do like a spotlight on a figure. Are you familiar with the WrestleMania 20 Victoria action figure?
I am not, but I can envision it with the look that she wore.
Yes. Oh, how do I wait? Can I like hold on? Is there a way I
share your screen?
Is that how I do that? Hold on. Let me like Google this.
Just be sure there's nothing like incriminating on there.
Hold on. Well, let me take off my email. So WrestleMania 20 figure. Okay, I found a picture of it on Pinterest.
On what?
Pinterest.
Oh,
not that. That's
sorry. My mother.
Joey's thinking golden showers over here on the Golden Era podcast. Like you said,
on Google.
My mother-in-law used to call it like Pinterest because like that's what she actually thought it was called, and like Doug and I like thought it was the funniest thing ever. I was like, oh my god, she really thinks like it's Pinterest. Wait, how do I hold on? I'm like being dumb. Mirror my cameras, virtual background. No.
You hit present.
Wait, where?
Or it'll say share screen at the bottom bar.
Oh, wait. Okay. Hold on.
Ella, we need you in the background of our podcast. We need you to help.
Wait. Okay, wait.
Wait. You have to open it in a new like browser though.
It's giving me access. I have to hold on. Okay. Use password. I have my fingerprint thing. Hold on. Okay. Later. Okay. Okay. Select a tab. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Sharing it. Can you see it?
Yes.
Oh my god, there it is.
Go.
So this is the 2005 WrestleMania 21 figure. Yeah, so there she is. She's in her gear from the show.
What did they do? Why is her head so like abnormally small though compared to like
it is actually a very small head. It's a very small head.
Yeah.
And
in person this looks a lot better, honestly.
Okay.
The arms, so her other figure had really long arms.
Her
like
hands are so big too.
Just get big mitts.
Clothes.
I do like that it has like the little tie.
Oh yeah.
Here, like with the tied top, they painted that. But yeah, no. So yeah, so that is that. Oh wow. Oh, that's so cool. Sorry, I'm just like seeing that. This is so, oh my god, Joey, we're gonna be using this feature so much more. I'm like actually gonna make
You
slides
guys
that
have
go with
never
our
shared
branding.
your screen?
Yeah,
You can add things into the tab at the side where it says brand. I don't know which one of you has control, and you can add photos and videos and then insert them into your lives.
What?
I'm gonna have to take that.
We do.
Like
we
there
do
should be a
the
tab that
LJ
says
list.
brand
I mean,
on
I
the
have-
side.
I have some stuff I can, Joey, we can like, oh my god, Joey, we can like add video clips into the show.
Yeah, there should be a thing that says brand on the side,
Wait,
and then you,
Joey,
then you
I can,
insert
like-
photos, and then you can play videos too.
All right, Joey, next week we're gonna test this out.
Thank
Okay.
God we got a youngin on here that can help us.
Oh my god. Wow. Wow, I feel so dumb. Well, anyway.
Well,
So
Do you
this
know
way-
how to unshare it now?
All right, let me see. Hold on.
There you go.
Did I do it?
oh,
Okay.
I got
You
a big.
didn't. You didn't.
Oh wait, this is so fun. Oh my god, I'm so excited about that. I'm really excited about this. Sorry.
But also, Ella, if you think that figure looks a little bit off, can I let you know one very important detail? I did a full-on ranking of every Victoria figure ever made on my YouTube,
Mhm.
and that's the best one.
Oh wow.
It's.
I mean,
it
I
really
love the
is.
gear. It's just it's just they gave her really big hands and too small of a head. If you could have like adjusted it each slightly, it would have been like perfect.
I love it. Yeah, I mean, so the thing, this isn't my favorite head of hers either. I don't think the scan looks that much like her. It's like a little witchy to me, if that makes sense.
She's always
Like-
been a little bit witchy.
A
I
little
think,
witchy.
you know.
It's like because like she's like I think she was making like a crazy face when they scanned her, but it just didn't
Yeah.
translate to the figure.
Yeah.
Like it just looks like I smell cheese. Right?
And to be honest, too,
It looks like what?
a little Stephanie McMahon.
Hello, Steph McMahon.
Oh yeah.
Dos margaritas, please. Gracias. So, yeah, no. But like figure wise, this was really fun. I remember hunting for this one at Toys R Us because this was also her first individual released figure. Her first one came with Steven Richards, and like because they loved throwing women with a man
Yeah.
at the time because they're like girls don't sew on their own. So like, but it was cool at the time to get this figure. So yeah, yeah, Victoria.
Yeah, Victoria.
I do wish the belt was painted though, like
Yeah.
to have the red on it. I didn't like it was Jax was what is that? Oh, sorry. I was like, what is this weird thing that was under my
Jax,
paper? It's like a bottle cap that I played with. Yes, Jax was a little budgety at the time. So oh my gosh. Well, Ella J, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at It's Ella J. If you go to the link in my bio there, all my links to all my projects and podcasts and writing are all there in one convenient place.
Love it. And you are killing it. I don't know if you guys saw the recent press conference of Survive or series. But Ella J was right there on it. And yes, bitch, get it.
I asked a question to Miss Charlotte Flair, so I
She
will
said,
see you.
Charlotte Flair,
Okay.
question. Bow down. All hail the queen. Wait, what
I
if,
love that
how
interview
funny
'cause
would
there's,
that have
like,
been?
my bestie Phil's right behind you too. So it's like all my favorite people on screen.
Yeah.
Next time, can you please just when they call on you, just go bow down.
I mean, like I've met Charlotte like 6 times, so she knows my face. So it's not like I'm like a complete rando. So
Oh,
like maybe
damn.
I don't know, but I don't think I would do that at an actual WWE press conference. Maybe if I
guess
saw her in
not.
person again or interviewed her, but I don't think
Okay.
at an official press release or press conference. But
Okay.
in an interview where I can, like do my own thing.
See, like I feel like you're like a lot more polished. Like when I see these girls in person, like I talk about like, oh my god, my pit stains are crazy today.
That's who you're talking to. Like whatever.
Trish was talking to me about her Michael deodorant last time I saw her. So,
Yeah, it just depends. Like it just depends. Each of them are different, their
yeah,
personalities.
you gotta feel them out.
Yeah.
Like I feel like one thing that like that I always do when I meet the wrestlers, I gay it up. And they love that. Most of them. It's actually a good gauge of like, well, the only one who didn't was Mandy Rose. Anyway, Joey, where can people find you?
You can find me at Joey_Mayberry, Instagram and Twitter, Joey.Mayberry.
Mary. It is
Mary.
Traveling on it.
Wild grape or raspberry. So, and you guys, you can follow me at Jake Isn't Jacob on Twitter and Instagram. And please be sure to follow our show, Golden Era _pod. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, and of course YouTube, because you're watching us literally right now if you're watching it here. So, and be sure to leave us a review. 5 stars is the best. It helps us move up in those power rankings. Ella J, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my God, we love that you were a dream. We have been wanting to have you on for a while, so I'm so glad we finally made this happen.
Yeah, it does that.
Wait, what was that? Wait, what? Wait, mine's not.
How come it just started? It didn't do that when I did it before.
So this started like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, like right before Thanksgiving.
Is my hand deformed? Why is it not?
I don't know. Maybe just like Joey's camera.
All right, whatever.
Does anything else do something?
Yes. Yeah.
What the fuck? All right, I hate it here. Joey, anything else?
Jesus, Matt, I'm off WrestleMania.
All right, guys. Well, we got to go because, quite frankly, I'm feeling a little restricted. So we're going to end this show with our gowns off. All right, have a golden week.
Bye.